National Football League is on the air. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be our visitors taking on our home team.
Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field for our visitor. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Gets past one man.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there leading them is their fourth-year quarterback.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Off play action, it's Webb. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Now Webb.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. But you look at this defense.
They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Webb.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Webb now. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 38-yard line.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Webb to throw. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. A play fake. Now Webb. He's going to get this one out to his fullback.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Webb now from the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Webb.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
Result is a first down.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 15-yard line.
And they run the option on 2nd down.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11.
Here's Webb. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You have a lot to handle in this one.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Our home team, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 60 yards. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some...
And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. Touchdown! A great effort there. 54 yards. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Charles, that was a heck of a play.
It truly was, because when he made that catch, he had to shake through some people, right? So that play, to me, a highlight film that should be accompanied by bass music, right? I mean, boom, 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 and he finds his way to the end zone. Terrific play.
The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Webb. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A good return there, 17 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. When you look at this defense,
they're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second down.
On play action, they'll throw. That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. They'll look to throw again. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
To throw, Webb.
throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Webb. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play there on the catch and run. 30 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
At the 24-yard line.
Back to throw again. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. After the sack on first down, Webb. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Results in a first down.
Slot man moves right. They'll run on first down. Hamlin. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 without the 4.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football, as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
First down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. This will go as an 11-yard loss there on 1st and goal.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Out of the gun, it's Webb. His pass caught at the 4. They'll give him a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a 3rd and goal. It's a quarterback sneak, and I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
49 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
34-yard line.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
At the 50-yard line.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5.
Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's a give up the middle. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Gain on the play. Makes it third and 2.
They'll go to the air here on third and 2.
Down inside the 10.
And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
He had one touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there.
With his 4th rushing touchdown of the year.
And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
This time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
First down. A gain of 7 and a first down.
They go play action here on first down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
39-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Off play action. Webb. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Second and 10.
Operating from the gun. Webb. Over the middle, complete. It's Harvey. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 36 yards on the play.
At the 3-yard line.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there, that shot of caffeine.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And his guys are able to make this a close game again.
Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point right down the middle. And they're back with it, a touchdown at 21-14.
Visitors 14.
This game back with it, a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. He's been a tough man to stop in this first half. He's putting up some big numbers already, and we have yet to reach halftime.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, you're almost in field goal position.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second down.
On second down, they'll run it here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
They'll look to throw here.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 90 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Nifty move. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Second and 6. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Operating from the gun, Webb. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
This is 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. Webb. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 5.
Operating from the gun. Webb. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
An 8-yard pickup.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now Webb.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now Webb. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5. 3rd and 5. 5 yards. 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 5
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here.
So these two teams off to their locker rooms for intermission, and that means we go to Orlando. Here's Scott Hansen with our halftime report. Scott?
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings here. These two defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
It's second down and 10.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's got room.
Down the left sideline. Inside the 10.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
How about the vision on the run here? This one's intended to just be a straight dive up the middle. But once he gets through traffic, he sees that the open space is to the outside, so he's just going to angle himself out wide and win the race to the pylon.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small, manageable spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and sneak it here. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It's a gain of a yard. Good for a first down.
42-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line.
That is incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Webb now. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 yards there for number 15. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Up the middle they go. Hamlin. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Webb to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Webb.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
So they bring out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
182 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
3rd and 3.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And on now is the punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Webb. He finds his man. Complete. That's Harvey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll go with the keeper. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there, Neil.
Under pressure now, he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. It'll wind up going as a sack and a loss of 2. And now the task gets more difficult here on 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Looking to throw. Webb. A quick throw there is incomplete.
And how about the coverage here in the end zone? That's how you frustrate a quarterback. You get pressure on, and you take away all of his receivers, and he's got to throw it away on 3rd and goal.
And his kick is indeed good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. They'll start this drive out on the ground. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And Thomas has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Sanchez. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Webb can't escape as he goes down. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
Webb now from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. They bring their punter out there now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. 37 yards on the punt with no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7.
Now back to throw. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30.
That's another 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports, as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Man, 216 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A nice little juke.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Off the option, he'll try and run with it.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
And a 1st down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and
They'll keep it on the ground. Hamlet, nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
35-yard line.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Webb, he'll try and do this himself. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He is north of 200 yards. Any time that you can say you're north of 200 yards, you've done something right.
Yeah, you're going to get some big check marks on your grade sheet, and you're going to be in heavy rotation on all the highlight shows, and you might even make a magazine cover or 2.
He's hoping for more, the cherry on top maybe, as this game goes forward.
44-yard line.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete.
2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 47.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And a sack. They get to him defensively, but the flag comes in, and I think the D jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
2nd and 2 now. The penalty leaves him in pretty good shape. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Sanchez. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Up the middle they go. It's Sanchez. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
15. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
They're going to look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for...
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And that sack brings up 4th and goal, a loss of 7. Big play.
The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
to put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" because here they come.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
And now back out comes the offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
That's good for a first down. First and 10.
Here's Webb. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 50-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Is a first down.
Here's Webb. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
2nd down and 3.
To number 15. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 13.
To throw, Webb. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit.
So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
Extra point right down the middle, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away.
And able to get this out to the 25. This offense and their running back headed back onto the field. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw. That is caught. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
2nd and 11.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Sanchez. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Well, they were going draw play there. The defense wasn't fooled. They sniffed it out.
I think they're going to have to go back and take a few more acting classes because that's what a lot of that is. You've got to influence them to think that it's going to be a pass play and have them drop out and maybe the defensive front coming forward and find yourself some space. In this case, no one was fooled and ended up spilling that play pretty well.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the home team here, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.